Welcome back to the channel, folks. We're finally gotten back into the garage again. Last episode we got the welder all fixed up, and also the sheet metal brake we've got back working again, which we're going to need to do the firewall on this 64 c-10. So everything's ready to go, and let me just get things set up here and we'll get right back to it. Okay, now I think I'm finally able to get back to this scenario here. So, what I gotta do is mark this out where I want it. So right about there, looks like got it there, and I think back there, something like that. And then right just below this, that little bulge there, let's call it a bulge. Something like that. Yeah, okay, well, no point staring at it. There goes nothing. Okay, that's kind of the idea. That piece there is pretty rotted, so later on I'm going to replace that and all this crap in here. If I, well, that's if I don't give up on the project completely, but so far I'm staying in the game. So now, yeah, it's got to make a piece to fit in there, and that way this flange will be brand new. That part is very good, in my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but then I'll be able to put a flange on this piece that will connect to that piece. Maybe I could, you know, spot weld it or something, drill some holes in here, or who knows, like that's way down the road. Just want to make that piece so I can finish this firewall. Okay, a bead, this bead, how about that? Was done with a bead. No, this probably wasn't done with a bead roller. This is stamped out at the factory, but you could make that with a bead roller. Somebody could. I don't know if I could, but somebody could. But luckily I'm just below it, so I can weld on that, and everybody's going to be happy, whether they like it or not. I guess I'll have to measure that roughly anyways. Cut a piece out. I'm going to call it 1 inch by 1 1/8. I got a piece of steel first. Yeah, I do actually. Same piece I was chewing on yesterday. Let's first mark a straight line on here because it's a bit of a disaster. Going 3/16. Like that. And I think I said 1 inch. 8 1/8. 8 1/8. Okay, so that's the piece I need. That's what I need. So, here's my flap disc. Okay. Oh. Take that over to the rebuilt brake, let's say, and give that a quick bend. Of course, I bent it too far, but what else is new? All right, maybe I'll whack it with a hammer or something and try and straighten it around. Let's see what happens. Okay. That looks, actually that's gonna work. So now I gotta bend that lip. So where's my marker? Gone. Gone like the sands of time. Right there in my pocket, I got it. Right about there. Oh, I left lots. But I probably should have left more to make it easier to bend. Because I could have done that on the brake. If I left another couple inches. But shoulda, woulda, coulda, didn't. Okay, now I got two. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that on the bench because it's too small to bend in the brake. Interesting how I tend to do things the hard way. Okay. It's not a real sharp bend, but I think it's going to be all right. Okay. Now I just got to trim it for size because it's a little bit too long, but better too long than too short. Trim that, line it up. Try and look like I know what I'm doing. So, well, that's gotta go in there, so something like that. Stay up there. That's nice. How about that? And I'll just trim that after. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull that out like that. There. That's real good. I think I'll just tack that. I should just look inside the cab before I get carried away, just to make sure everything's cool in there. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't be, but I've been tricked before. Oh, it looks okay. But, yeah, who knows, right? And, yeah, this time I'm not flipping my phone around and burning the protector on it. And pretty much destroyed the glass cover I had on it. Burnt with pieces of metal. That was a mistake. That's pretty good right there. I'm going to tack that, cut that one, spread it out a bit. like that. Cut that one and re-weld it. Needs it. It's gotta go up like that. Yeah, I think my my rollers are slipping or something, and it's just burning back. It's a theory, anyways. I'm gonna tighten the rollers a bit, because maybe that was part of the problem. I don't know. Like usual, I'm the problem, but I'm trying to get out of it this time. It's welded. Lumpy, yeah. Okay, finally got that ground down. Fixed a few pinholes that were up there and ground that down. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's got the original flange and lip on there. That's good enough for, you know, I could prime that and put some, maybe I'll put some rocker guard, I'm not sure yet, but I probably should wait till I finish the floor. But yeah, I really want to get this painted. That's the thing. So I think that's probably going to do anyways, just paint it. And if I have to weld on here after, well, so be it. Can't worry about that right now. So, okay, that's going to be good enough for tonight. I'm glad to get that part done. And this is a really good place to practice on stuff that's not really going to be seen very much, like the floor. So yeah, okay, hopefully catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm glad we got through this one. That patch was a little bit difficult for me, and yeah, I struggled a bit with that, but I'm learning as I go, and it seems to be working out not too bad. So then on the next episode, I think we're going to dive into the cowl area, where I got a bit of a rust problem there. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I think we're going to have to do some really serious cutting and hacking in that area. And I do have a replacement used piece that I could possibly use. And so we're going to see how that works out, and hopefully I can get that back together. It's kind of a critical area under the windshield, and yeah, so it's going to be a struggle, but we're going to get through it somehow. Anyways, thanks again for subscribing and watching my videos, and I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you on the next one. Take care.